The pokimane situation is disturbing. I don't even know what's going on. We gonna just see.
Pitch a startup at Shark
I'm gonna edit all these ads out. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna edit all these out. I'm gonna edit all these out. I'm gonna edit all these out. I'm gonna edit all these out.
And I think just constantly reading those headlines was really getting to me. Like, I was getting nightmares about it and just thinking like, this arrested was someone who was in my home.
Maybe, look, chat, I apologize for putting him in front of y'all. I apologize for platforming. I apologize, chat. I didn't know. Nothing of that sort, bro. You know what I mean?
Recently, a lot of people have been upset with Pokimane. Well, it seems like they've always been upset with her, but they're given a new reason as to why. Now, after she spoke about the David situation and gave her thoughts on how it has been affecting her, leaving a lot of people to point at her and question why she has to make everything about herself when even talking about something as tragic as what went on in the David case. But I don't want to yap too much, so why don't we just start from the very beginning with who even are any of these people and how do we get here in the first place?
I took a few days off. Honestly, a big reason why is like, I just needed to disconnect from the internet. I had a lot on my mind.
For anyone who doesn't know, this right here is Pokimane, a veteran streamer who does a ton of different content, spanning from IRLs to mukbangs to even doing collabs. Unfortunately for her, it seems like a collab she did with Jason Oween along with David has gotten her into a ton of trouble. After everything that came out about the David case, anybody that was connected to him in any sort of way, whether it be entertainment or personal, has been...
I found that kind of weird, how people were like throwing Jason like in the like Jason and Pokimane, whatever. Like, bro, they had nothing to do with this nigga killing them, bro. But at the same time, like, yo, when Jason was crying, I was like, bro, that shit looked. Like, I didn't see the full stream because I'm not watching a full Jason Oween stream. I'm not watching a full stream of anybody, if I'm being honest. Feel me? Everyone watches clips. So the clip I seen, the nigga was crying. But like the way he was crying, it didn't seem authentic. I'm just gonna be honest. It didn't seem authentic. It seemed like he just wanted people to stop putting him in a situation with David. Because obviously you know you're not connected to the murder. Obviously you didn't kill anybody. That wasn't really, you probably really weren't friends off camera, and if y'all were, I mean, like, you couldn't have predicted this. It's not like that was your childhood friend. You both have platforms and brought them together. Like, so the crying part, I didn't understand that.
Getting a myriad of different tweets or implications made about them, and Pokimane is not a stranger to this because she was showing up on streams and appearing in his music video well before any of this information became public.
Yeah, can you guys see me?
Hey, Dave. David's here too.
I'm just in the back scrolling the weather app, you know?
He doesn't look like a
anime voice?
Yeah, go ahead. Give us your best.
Niggas wear anything as long as it's Balenci, bro.
Happy anime protagonist.
Back.
Since Pokimane was on stream several times with David, appearing in his music video and even recording some YouTube videos with the guy, a lot of people were pointing fingers at her, saying that she had to have known something about the David case or she was connected in some way, which you can obviously tell isn't true if you have a couple of brain cells, but...
Bro, how would that even work?
Because of that, she obviously had to speak out about the situation, and unlike Jason Oween, she had made no real comments when everything was first coming out. It only ended up saying something once a lot of evidence was presented. I've gotten a lot of messages about the David news and wanted to say I'm as shocked and disturbed as everyone else finding this out. Hoping justice will be served soon. My thoughts and prayers are with the victim's family.
By the way, guys, if you see anyone asking about the David situation, I completely understand why they would. Please refer them to either my tweet or my IG story. Yeah, please let them know, because I understand why people are curious, and I don't want them to think I'm like avoiding it or anything like that.
Now, this video was talking about how disturbing the Pokimane situation is, and based on everything I've shown y'all so far, y'all are probably genuinely curious why the internet has it out for her. I mean, everything I've shown you so far of her talking about the David situation, from her tweet to even her discussing it on her stream originally when a lot of this this evidence came out, shows that she is not only not in support of David, but also pushing people to understand that she knows she is messed up and even address it in other platforms, and wants people to know she is not avoiding talking about said topic. So how do we get from that to a bunch of people all over the internet hating on her all of a sudden? Well, it all started because David actually recently went to trial, along with a myriad of other things, which caused Pokimane to take a break away from streaming. And after coming back yesterday,
Yeah, I'm getting lost in this gameplay, bro. What game is this?
she had a couple of clips released, and one in particular caught a lot of people upset.
One of those things was obviously all the news that's come out about David. I don't know if you guys have seen the details, but it is just, even talking about it right now just makes me nervous and have like a pit in my stomach. I don't know if you guys have seen much of the details and stuff, but it's so gruesome and horrific, and I think just constantly reading those headlines was really getting to me. Like, I was getting nightmares about it and just thinking like, this arrested was someone who was in my home, who connected me with so many other people. We have so many mutuals, and it's scary that like no one suspected anything like that. And also, understandably so, people are like dissecting his videos and lyrics and all this stuff. And since he had me in one of his music videos, I was like, does that mean anything? And you know, like, just, it was really kind of getting to me.
Bruh, she doesn't give a about Celeste.
Nigga, what?
Pokimane, when anything happens whatsoever, get in there and make it about you. No way she somehow made this tragedy about her. These streamers, man. She knew it was complicit because it brought her attention and streams. Now she's milking it for the same effect. Trust me, there are more and more hate comments. One's a lot more egregious than the ones I just showed you, because that clip across Twitter got millions upon millions of views. And at no point in time did I really see anybody defending Pokimane at any point.
What was wrong with that clip?
I don't know if you guys have seen the details, but it is just, even talking about it right now just makes me nervous and have like a pit in my stomach. I don't know if you guys have seen much of the details and stuff, but it's...
They're asking her opinion on a murder case with someone that she was friends with. So, why would she not give her own personal experience? Like, I don't understand how niggas be hating on anything. I'm not even a Pokimane fan, nigga. You feel me? Stop it. You niggas aren't funny. You feel me? I'm not a Pokimane fan, gang.
So gruesome and horrific, and I think just constantly reading those headlines was really getting to me. Like, I was getting nightmares about it and just thinking like, this arrested was someone who was in my home, who connected me with so many other people. We have so many mutuals, and it's scary that like no one suspected anything like that. And also, understandably so, people are like dissecting his videos and lyrics and all this stuff. And since he had me in one of his music videos, I was like, does that mean anything? And you know, like, just, it was really kind of getting to me.
Bruh, she doesn't give a about Celeste. Pokimane, when any way she summoned, because it brought her attention and streams. Now she's milking it for the same effect. Trust me, there are more and more hate comments. One's a lot more egregious than the ones I just showed you, because that clip across Twitter got millions upon millions of views. And at no point in time did I really see anybody defending Pokimane at any point, and they are all purely just hating on her because apparently she's making the situation about herself. And I feel like a lot of people that are just talking about this lack the understanding, or just completely don't even care about the first few times he has already spoken, and it's really only talking about it again because more and more evidence has just come out as the situation grows larger. And people are just missing the fact that this was someone that was technically close to her in a way. Again, as she pointed out, he was in her house. He is somebody that connected her with Cat's Eye, who was a group she ended up doing an entire video with. So knowing that, along with knowing the fact she's already addressed this clip to begin with, it makes it very odd that a lot of people were just sitting here hating on her when she just talked about how she feels. And it seemed like she even knew that, because in this stream herself, she discussed discussed how she already knows people are probably going to clip this and have crazy opinions about what she is saying.
To be honest, a lot of these things I'm not really sure how to talk about on stream. Andrew, thank you for subbing. I've developed a bit of a fear of talking about stuff just because I know the way that it gets like clipped or talked about or whatnot. I process things best by talking about it. And it feels really cathartic for me to share with my community, especially on Twitch. It always has. It really always has. Like, whenever I have something on my mind, I always feel so much better as soon as I just get it off my chest. So yeah, just all of that was honestly like making me sick to see.
You could tell at a certain point, people on the internet just want a finger to point at somebody and someone to hate on, which at a certain degree, I can understand. I get on this channel and hate on a lot of people, but I want it to be for a valid reason. And I would like to sit here and be like, yo, it's just Pokimane that they are doing this to, but I have an entire video that's like 20 minutes long discussing how people interacted with Jason Ween and how he had his whole situation with David as well. And regardless of what you actually say or what even Jason Ween actually said, people were going to be mad no matter what came out of his mouth, because when he actually did hear about David being taken to trial, he had this to say about it.
This is a win, bro. It only took 9 months. It's not my man's, bro. I don't want to see none of that. I already knew when I clicked this link, it's gonna be weird, bro. Okay, dude. How many times do I gotta say yes before everything, all the evidence? And I don't know why people make it out to it just being me. Yes, I did defend him, and I regret doing that because obviously after all the evidence, I switched up on him. Yeah, I'm gonna switch up on a.
Nigga said he switched. Bro, I mean, bro. Right, let's say your mans has yo. Honestly, I feel like if you even have allegations, bro, you're doing something weird. Like, to even have people say that you're doing weird things, maybe you're just doing weird things. But there's also false accusations. People lie a lot. Feel me? But this wasn't a lie. You feel me? David has been charged by Los Angeles District Attorney with first-degree murder with special circumstances and killing of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a charge that carries a potential sentence of life without parole or the death penalty. Additional charges include lewd and lascivious acts, including a child under 14 and mutilation of human remains.
And people still had a problem with how we talked about it and how we discussed it, going to the point of even making entire videos, unlike mine, talking about how Jason Ween has some type of implication with David, or how he knew or how he did this, even though he has denounced him every chance he's got since more evidence has come out. But we have people who were, regardless of what he actually says on his most recent streams, regardless of what he might tweet out, and regardless of how many actions he's taken, like taking on the song that he has with David to show that he doesn't support him, they're still going to react like this.
But chat, let me tell y'all something, bro. Maybe, look, chat, I apologize for putting him in front of y'all. I apologize for platforming a child. I apologize, chat. I didn't know. Nothing of that sort, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, chat, that's crazy, bruh. Bruh, chat, that's crazy.
Yo, why he didn't sound like him though?
Sort, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, chat, that's crazy, bruh. Bruh, chat, that's crazy, bruh. WLAPD, chat, spam with the WLAPDs. Like, are you kidding me, gang? Bro, come on.
Nah, chat, that's crazy, bruh. Spam the WAPDs. WLAPD, chat. That's not my mans, bruh. No, I can't do it. I don't think I sound like that, man.
Come on, bro.
It just seems like at a certain point, people are using this entire David situation, which is very serious and has real implications on people in real life, to try and push a hate train that they have on specific people on the internet, which takes away all of the seriousness that actually comes with everything that David not only has done, but what he's going to trial for. It's very unnecessary. A lot of people need to focus their hate train more on David than all the people who are apparently connected to him in some random way. But at the end of the day, that is just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do that would be the comment section down below.
Honestly, this is the big nothing burger, and niggas need to have, I don't know, better use of their times, bro.